Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And as you've heard, my name is James Tumbo Omwakundia, and I'm a founder of an organization that is called Top Online Consultants, which is owned by Yani Digital Limited. So today we are going to discuss about artificial intelligence and how the customer service is really now changing from just being human-centered to the next, which is very critical at this age, where you'd have to integrate AI with the customer service. So basically, I'll introduce what is AI and in relation to the customer service and how it's helping. And then now I'll go to the need of AI in customer service, and then I'll just discuss about the benefits. What are the general benefits of AI in customer service? And then number 4, we'll discuss about the case study, which are companies that have successfully implemented all this thing of AI in customer service. So we'd look at Erica, which is Bank of America model, and then we'd look at also KLM, Royal Dutchess Airline, and how they were able to improve their response time from 15 minutes to less than 2 minutes. So we'll also discuss about things like reducing cost. We'll discuss about improving the customer service general, the challenges, considerations, and how it looks like in the future. So now I'll just have to introduce what is AI in customer service. So generally, AI has changed. AI has changed in reshaping businesses and how customers interrelate with each other. So there is the introduction of AI bots and the virtual assistants. So how are they transforming customer service? You'd find that they're giving out effective and personalized support, which is more sort of close to what a human would do. But now we look at the dynamics. What principles are entailed when it comes to customer service? Now, a key thing, first things to look at is natural language processing, which is in short known as NLP or machine learning, right? So if you'd have a snapshot of what all machine learning, what all natural language processing is doing in understanding the context, is that you'd find that these machines are able to integrate sentences. Like, for example, you'd find you'd send a message. Maybe you're a bank or you're a SACCO, and you're a SACCO customer, and then a SACCO customer sends a message. I want help on how to open a bank account. So what the natural algorithms will do is that they will be able to segment the world. They'll be able to segment the keywords. And much of the keywords include the bank account and open. So the next kind of a suggestion that it would give you would be which kind of bank account would you open. So like, let's say, for example, in the Steamer Sacco case scenario, like you look it, like it will give you, do you want an alpha account? Do you want the other one? So if it is the case for the DT Sacco, it will just prompt you, do you want a Bossa or do you want a Fossa kind of an account? So those are the kind of synchronization that usually happens. So the different kinds of algorithms that are used, and just to mention but a few, we have one that is called SVM, which normally looks at the word vectors. So for example, in a sentence, like let's say I need a loan, that is what a customer would type on a bot. So what would happen in such kind of a sense or case scenario? So I think now AI is able to simulate and digest this data, and by breaking down the key components, and one of such key components includes the word vectors. So the word vectors are the key things that are needed. So we get the next thing. What is the need for AI in customer service? Why do we say that we need to transform from just human, kind of human intensive, to human and AI, right? So now the first things first. So we'd get to high volumes. Companies like SACCOs, different other SACCOs, 330 SACCOs that are licensed, have different sort of customers, right? So humans are just not enough. Because, for example, if it takes about 10 minutes for you to respond to a client, and these clients are so much agitated by all that you're doing, and the feedback that is given to the C-suite is that things are not working, right? So what do you need to do? Like, so AI needs to come in. So what does it come in? To handle the high volumes, to handle the long wait hours, to handle inconsistent responses. Because you understand one thing with human beings, they are full of emotions. So with the AI, there is nothing to do with emotions. So if it is someone who needs an account, they'll be able to respond about it. In terms of quality as well, because AI machines are pre-trained on previous data. Then if you look at it in terms of currently, there are inconsistencies in terms of responses, especially now with the human biases. So the other thing is scalability. With AI, things are quite fast. If you look at quick response as well, so what will AI offer? Now you look at quick response. Like, for example, you'll come to learn that the Bank of America has been able to handle over 24 million interactions, right? Within a day, right? So within a month, sorry. And within a day, it can handle over 1 million kind of responses. So what does that look in terms of a human? If you were to roll out such kind of responses being handled by human, it would be very intensive. So what does this mean? Now we need to be effective. So AI have been trained. They have been pre-trained on the current or the existing customer service data. So they know how to answer specific queries. So this one is also really important as well. Again, quality, again, reduce wait time. Again, it is very highly scalable. So this is why we need to shift to the kind of AI in customer service, because we'll have better responses, quick responses. It will be effective even to the management business goals of responding to customers first. And then the quality in terms of, because these machines have been pre-trained with the data, right? With the algorithms, right? So with different kind of data and the upcoming one, you'd find that now the quality is shaped. Again, other thing is the reduced wait time. So people are able to get quick responses in terms of even waiting. So that is kind of a good metric in terms of conversion and retention for the C-suite, especially in the SACCO community. Again, the other one is highly scalable. So that one is really, really important. So now we get to the benefits of AI customer service, right? So AI, through the synchronization of natural algorithms, such as the TF-IDF, right? The support vector machine, the naive bias, the cross-validation, the K-interest, the SQE, 2 SQE, XG boost, and latent semantic analysis. In simple terms, what this one means, the customer service AI is able to use this technology, these algorithms, to synthesize human language. So how does this exactly happen? Such that now you can just come and attribute it to the benefits, right? Like, for example, if you look at the support vector machine, it is all about splitting data and getting categories. Like, for example, if you give out a query, I need help in a quick loan, right? The next thing that you'll get suggestion, the next thing that you'll get in terms of suggestions out of the support vector machine, breaking that particular sentence, right, to understanding that it removes the words that are not critical, like I need, right? So it gets loan and fast. So now it's able to match, because it has been pre-trained before about that particular data. It is able to match that this person either is interested in mobile loan, and it keeps on prompting you until you're able to get the service that you'd want. So the same thing. Now, what is latent semantics? All these things are just like the way Google search works. Like, for example, if you key in, you want to learn about something, it will be able to digest and provide an answer. So that is sort of a Q&A, right? So semantics is all about languages. And different sort of words. So what now are the benefits of AI in customer service? So then you'd say, out of understanding the context from the word vectors, right? The C-suite, in terms of the circles, are able to bring out operationalization very fast, and they're able to manage the high demand of customer service. Because currently, and I would tell you, like, if you'd go to a circle currently today and go wait on the customer service, like, it will take more than 5 minutes to answer even the basic of the basic questions. But what if now you roll, like the basic questions, like which ones? Maybe you want a statement of account, right? This is something that an AI can handle, right? Quite effectively. So now you just need to key in with this particular tool. You just need to key in, right? You key in that you need a customer statement, and you'll be able to get it, and you don't need to go to the circle. So it will save time for you as a customer. And even for the C-suite, now they'll be able to monitor. They'll be able to monitor the delivery metrics, in the sense that they can be able to see that customers are served very fast and quickly. So we get to the next one, which is managing high demand. So with the AI and things like those, like customer statement, you need a loan. What type of a loan? You need to get someone to clarify whether this one is good or fit for your goals. I think AI now would come in to help you. So let's look now at the case studies. And the first one that we are going to deal with is the Bank of America. Bank of America, and their chatbot agent is called Erica, right? So we'd start with it and look at Erica, launched in around 2018. Very interesting. It launched Erica in around 2018, and the bank had identified that there was laxity in answering customers, right? So after now they introduced this particular AI chatbot, in July 2018, the customers had surpassed about 2 million. So you can imagine, in November, around 2018, the same year, they were able to surpass and reach about 4 million kind of users in a month. So what does this tell you? What does this tell you in terms of the successes of Bank of America's Erica? Just hold on a bit. So if you get to 2019 and 2020, right, you'll be able to see how does it transcend. It's able to transcend to a level that you're able to say that it has been able to handle over 50 million interactions in 2020 alone, right? Now the customers had raised to about 20 million users. So what does this Erica essentially does? Erica was able to advise customers based on the kind of needs that they have. And if you look at data, you'd find out, like, in 2020, it was trained to handle even the COVID-related questions, banking questions, right? So that particular bot was able to learn to integrate over 60,000 questions that are coronavirus related. So what does this tell you? That AI, in terms of customer service, is here, and it's going to stay with us for the next few coming years. And I think we'll be able to, if you're able to sync human and AI better, you'll be able to get whatever results even the Bank of America is getting and beyond. Like, for example, since AI is an agile technology, it keeps on changing. They integrated Merrill and Banker Assist in 2021. So what are the kind of the results that we're able to get out of it? If you look there, you'll be able to see that there are over 21 million customers with 430 kind of million interactions. So what does this tell you in terms of AI, or all these language models, or all these algorithms syncing into customer service? That the initiatives, as long as you have identified the business objectives of doing what? Answering to customers very fast, being effective, avoiding biases. I think AI is really here to help in terms of when you integrate with the customer service. So Erica, around 2022 and now currently, has been able to handle over 1 billion interactions. And the number of users are 32 million. So now you'd be able to see that their daily interactions are over 1.5 million, right? So what does this tell you? That if this is a thing that we can roll out for the customer around Kenya, in circles, in different other kind of circles, this one implies that we'll be able to handle customers fast and effectively, right? So that one is majorly centered around a language model. So as we have discussed about. So the next one, we'll go to the case study, which is the KLM Royal Dutch Airlines AI assistant. I think all you know what KLM means, but if you don't know, it's just an airline assistant. So with an airline comes with the different kind of operations nitty-gritties. And normally, operations, those of us that have moved around Kenya and beyond, you can be able to see that getting in to an airline and booking kind of a sort, booking the ticket or booking that kind of or booking a ticket or getting to talk to customer service to help you on a query, it really takes long. So this is what KLM did. They were able to roll out an AI after they identified that it was taking about 15 minutes to talk to their users. So what did that particular AI do? It helped them reduce the engagement time or the wait time from 15 minutes to about 2 minutes. You can look at that. You can look at that in terms of statistics. And if you can look at that as a C-suite in terms of thinking, the impact for the conversion rate for this is really massive. Because if customers were waiting for 15 minutes and now they are able to wait for less than 2 minutes, what does that mean? They'll be able to be happy. And that is why, like you'd see in the next point, there was a 40% increase in Facebook messages from customers. So what does this tell you? That customers are able to like this particular brand, which is really good, which is really excellent in terms of if you are able to look, if you're able to look as a circle C-suite. Again, another thing is you need to know that this one was able to handle over 10,000 conversations daily, which was really, really good. So now we'd get to the reducing operational costs. So AI bots versus human agent, you'd find that based on reports, IBM reports that chatbots can reduce customer service costs by 30%, right? These are good numbers. So what does this tell you as a C-suite circle or as a circle member? That AI is really the best, especially when they're integrated with the human agents. Again, we look at the numbers in terms of the high numbers. So high numbers means that the customer service, high numbers means that we need to employ high number of human agents. But what if we assign some of the things to AI? We'll be able to reduce and serve the high numbers very fast. So cost savings, like if you look at the numbers, we are projected, it was projected by a company that is non-conversation, that is non-conversation.ai. It said that we are going to save at least 20 million USD, around 20 million USD on their farm by employing this chatbot AI, and that it projected that there are going to be savings of about $8 billion in 2022 when we're able to sync AI with the human agents. So what does this mean? That AI is there to help us on cost savings. So you'd look at competitive advantage. AI is able to sync large amount of data as compared to human beings very fast, and it gives you special insights. Talk of now ChatGPT. Today you can get into ChatGPT, right, and type, as in I'm trying to give out a simulation or an example of how this one gives you a competitive edge, right? Like if you look at ChatGPT today, if you're able to get in there and feed it with data and tell it, I want you to analyze this Excel sheet of customer inquiries, right? And give me insightful data for the C-suite to make decisions. Like take case scenario of SACCO. Identify the issues. Like in terms of if you're coming to the digital score, because that is my forte, right? You feed in the analytics, data, right? And tell it, like for example, which campaign was successful for us in terms of SACCO. So now, if you bring it now in terms of chatbot, you're able to feed in that data and look at the queries that customers are asking. And then you align business goals to feature and then you can be able to plan for them in terms of your strategic goals, because it is fast compared to the human being. So if you move to the next thing, which is now improving customer service, AI truly does improve customer service, because based on data by Forbes, right, you see 72% of businesses that use customer service are able to have customer service by AI. They're able to get an improvement in terms of their resolution time. Again, 64% of the businesses are optimistic that AI will continue to change customer relations. So if you look at 48 now, in the sense, if you're able to look at now 48% of the professionals, they think that AI is going to help or revolutionize customer service. So we got the challenges and consideration. One of the challenges that is very, very key is data privacy. The other one is continuous training, and the other one is human touch. So about data privacy, Kenya has rolled out an act, that is Data Protection Act of 2019, which just mandates organization to seek consent when they're able to touch in data. I feel organizations, especially SACCOs, are not able to integrate this kind of a thing. So it is very important that SACCOs will be able, the ones that are planning to integrate AI into their systems, especially into their chat systems, to able to give out those consent forms. These are simple things, but in the near future, they are going to have implications, especially legal implications. So if you look at now continuous training, right, now you'll be able to see the other things like the data set. Like, it's very kind of complex data, and the nature of the customer service query keeps on changing. So then we need that kind of continuous training with the AI machines. Again, the other thing is the human touch. So the element of AI, still, AI is yet to get there, especially now with the role of BAT models, and now changing. We have seen it changing from the algorithms of SVM to BAT models to now talking about Gen AI and chat and language, large language models. So what do we expect even in the future? Even though it is quite a human, but it is not refined. So I believe these are challenges and considerations that we can look at as you can look at as a SACCO leader and consider even into this conversation. So we have a future outlook, and then we ask ourselves, how does it look for us integrating the chatbots AI with a human, right? We are saying that NLP techniques are really improving, and they are giving us proper personalized data, as you have seen before, right? And they're giving us human-like responses, right? So what does this mean? The general customer satisfaction and the customer service is top-notch. So AI is here, and it's going to revolutionize customer service, right? So the next thing, it is going to handle multilingual customer, right? Because AI is able to think and understand, because if it has been pre-trained about Chinese, so it will be able to answer a Chinese client effectively. So how does this look for SACCOs? So SACCOs that have branches in other places around Kenya, we can be able to adopt this kind of a model, right? We can be able to adopt this kind of a model. So how does it look? You'll be able to train ChatGPT to handle maybe a customer that comes from a different maybe ethnic group. Like, let's say, for example, is a Maasai. They don't know how to understand all those things. So if the chatbot is able to communicate to them on their language, I think now it gets better. So now we look at the future entails and syncing the challenges and opportunities. Yeah. So I think that is it. And then now we come to the conclusion. We conclude with a quote by Alan Turing, who is the father of AI, right? And he asks, can machines really think? And all we can say, yes, they do. Machines think, and they are here to sync with the human beings to bring efficiency and growth. And there has been never great time to have AI synced human kind of relation in terms of search. So I want to thank you, all of you, for participating and listening to this session. And AI is here to stay with us. And thank you very much for listening. And I really appreciate all of you. Thank you.